Welcome back, Chiefs fans, to Over 50. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, like the video if you like it, share it, comment down below, and I'm going to come out and say I was wrong. My source told me that I had a source, or I have a source. He's a friend of one of the players' wives, down the food chain, and he told me that Orlando Brown, they weren't going to be making a deal, and I was like, I don't know if I want to jump the gun with that. And then that came to be true. And he said, he's also not going to show up for week 1. And I went with that, and I probably shouldn't. So Orlando Brown has shown up to camp. He did not practice today. Andy Reid had a line, something like, when he's on the boat, I'll let you know. So Andy Reid's not worrying about it until he shows up. Patrick Mahomes said it was nice to have his leader back, one of the leaders back. And honestly, I really think this is a smart move for Orlando Brown Jr. I mean, you're not going to leverage the Chiefs to pay you more money because that ship has sailed. As soon as you said no to their offer, you basically signed the franchise tag, metaphorically. Okay. So, that was a done deal. So if you're going to sit out, all you're going to do is you're just going to, try to make a point that could really backfire in your face, because if you sit out week 1, you come back week 2 and you're rusty as all get out, that doesn't help you for next year. I'd love to see Orlando Brown stay a Chief. I think, the money's got to be right though. You can't mortgage, you can't rob Peter to pay Paul, because Paul's eventually going to, Peter's eventually going to get upset. And, when you mortgage your future for the now, you end up paying for it later. So, but Orlando Brown is back. Wanted to go ahead and share that. Patrick Mahomes had a injury scare today. He basically was stepped on at practice. He had to go to the tent and got his ankle taped up, and Andy Reid said, no big deal, he got stepped on. So we'll go ahead and move on to the last other bit of Chiefs information or news. And I didn't mention this in my last Chiefs video because Jody Fortson was taken off on the car, or not taken off on the cart, but taken off in the cart. He was, driven off the field with a quad injury, and we didn't know what it was. I knew we weren't going to get any information from the Chiefs until today at the earliest. And as you can see here, Jody Fortson injury, Chiefs tight end expected back in a few days. So I think this is huge. I really think Jody Fortson could end up being the Chiefs' number 2 tight end. I'd like to hear what you guys think about that. Who do you think should be the number 2 tight end? I don't think Blake Bell's really the option. It's either Fortson or Noah Gray. And with what Fortson was doing last year before the Achilles, wrecked his season, I really think that Jody Fortson could really be a huge help and a huge lift, and just another weapon that the Chiefs can use, in light of Tyreek Hill going away. But as you can see here, the main story, Orlando Brown has arrived, and here's Sam McDowell, Twitter. Orlando Brown Jr. has indeed arrived at St. Joseph for camp, he's told. Well, he did show up, he didn't practice. So that's what I got for you guys. Short and sweet, so you can get right back on with what you're doing. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section. As I get something, I'll give it to you. And until next time, Chiefs fans, take care of yourselves, and I will catch you all later.